Oh shoot, where's my remote? Late and still ain't ready. Hold on. Oh God, I'm so angry. I'm crushing better late than never, right? Anyway, I'm so pissed at myself for being late. So pissed at myself for being late. Okay, I'll take this head tie off. I'm not using the mic, so I hope y'all can hear me well because my phone is not charged. I don't understand. So, because my phone is charging in slow motion, don't know why it's doing that because it is hooked up to a turbo charger right now. Um, I have to stay close to the charger. Therefore, I'm stuck in a corner when I really wanted to stand up and do some breath work with you guys. Guess God had other plans. We're going to be doing it seated. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm not ashy like I was last week. My elbows was so white. I was like, how did that happen? How do you lotion your body after you shower and then have white elbows? Yeah. Anyway, oh, here we are. Full moon in Cancer. Yeah, I forgot. Honestly, y'all, when I was preparing to do the weekly forecast, I completely forgot that today was a full moon. Otherwise, I would have gave y'all this information way further in advance and y'all would not be getting it the day of. However, yeah, I ain't keep up with the phases. I got kind of wrapped up in my own world, in my own life, and I really stopped paying attention. So I'm paying attention again. Just in my face. So why am I sit in this corner? Anyway, we are in. Well, let me introduce myself. If you're new here, I'm Amina Hextall. I'm squinting because I'm not wearing my glasses, so um, things are a little blurry. But anyway, I'm Amina Hextall. I am the creator, CEO of Soul Transforming Energy and Movement, which is a technique I created that incorporates various spiritual healing techniques to assist you in not only healing energetic centers within your body, but also assisting you with overcoming trauma from your past that prevents you from manifesting and receiving as you move forward. Okay. So yeah, steam helps you to shift the energy in your body, and in doing that, you create better energy coming in and around you. So welcome. If you're new here, you should be subscribing. Obviously, you were drawn here for a reason. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back home. So I was not aware, as I said, that it was a full moon. So I'm going to get into it right now. We're going to start with that because that energy is the strongest and you're going to be feeling it for the next few days. You probably already been feeling it. This is how you can check yourself. Have you been feeling the energy of this full moon in Cancer? Um, are there feelings that you've had? You know you've had these feelings for a long, long time. It could be about somebody, it could be about a place, it could be about a job. And now, or the last few days, it's been feeling like you can't overlook these feelings. It's been feeling like you need somewhere to express some. It's been feeling like I want to choke my daughter who's doing a whole bunch in the kitchen now. It was not out here a minute ago. Anyway, yeah, it's been feeling like, you just have to express how you feel. And what the full moon in Cancer does in the energy of the sign of Cancer does is it's going to give you what I call lunar courage, where you're going to start to feel like I can act on my feelings. My feelings are valid. And it's different in the new moon phase. Like if this was a new moon, you would be opening up to new feelings, like new experiences you never felt before. You'd be expressing your emotions in new creative ways and all that stuff. It would be newness, newness, newness. But with the full moon is about the shit you're trying to hide, the shit you're trying to suppress, the stuff that has been with you for a while, but you kind of been like sweeping it under the rug. No, the full moon comes to shine a light, illuminate all the stuff that you're trying to suppress that needs to be surfaced at this time. And this full moon's energy is going to be all about your feelings and emotions. There's going to be no way to hide them. Even if you think you are doing something on the low, trust and believe you're felt. So like for example, say you're working at a job you really don't like. You do not like this job, but you've been working there. You come in every day. You're like, hey, everybody, yeah, great day, have a good day. And you have this energy of you're really happy to be there. But in your heart, you're like, I don't know if this is the place for me. I don't feel good here. I don't feel, light. And I just feel stagnant. I feel stuck. You know, those feelings are going to come out. And what the full moon will do is put you in situations where you can't avoid it. You can't avoid the feeling. Um, you'll come into work and you'll be trying your best to have that smile on your face, but everything will keep on showing up to show you like, you hate it here. How long you gonna front? You gonna front? If you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, and maybe you're developing feelings for somebody, and you're like, you think you're playing it off, you think you're playing it cool. Full moon in Cancer don't let you play it cool. Full moon in Cancer is going to make you act on it because it's going to shine a light where you can't ignore it. Maybe it'll keep putting the person in your face. Maybe they'll keep popping up in your algorithm. Maybe you're just sitting at home and at a time where you would usually be watching TV, you're thinking about that person. The full moon in Cancer is going to make it so those emotions, those feelings are seen and felt to a point where you get lunar courage and you make these moves. Now that's where the new moon comes in. This moon is to show you, like, wake up. The new moon is like, all right, now what are we going to do differently? What are we going to do new? Okay. With that out the way, I'm going to give y'all 5 tips anyway, even though I haven't written them down. Usually y'all know I got notes, and that's why I'm kind of ramble right now because I don't have my notes, but I'm going to tell you now. 5 tips for this full moon in Cancer I can tell you just off channeling. Number 1, don't be afraid of your emotions. The sign of Cancer itself is a water sign. It's emotional. It feels. So if you deal with anyone or if you are yourself, you fall under the zodiac sign of Cancer, or someone they may come off as somebody whose emotions erupt. When they're sad, they're bawling. When they're angry, they want to kill somebody. Like, that's the Cancer energy. Their emotions are, I can't describe. So just imagine now that emotional influence is falling upon all of us. So if you're Aries like myself, who tends to mask our emotions a lot, this moon is going to feel uncomfortable because it's going to force us to sit and go, oh my God, what am I feeling? I don't want to acknowledge it, but I am feeling something, so apply it to your sign. I'm not an astrologist. I do understand astrology, but I use it based off of energy. If you need all the technical stuff, find an astrologist. But I'm going to tell you now, this moon is going to have you feeling like you're looking at your emotions. You're looking at them. How do you feel about everything and everyone in your energy? So, number 1, don't suppress them. Let your emotions come to the surface for you to acknowledge them and to validate them and see what you want to do moving forward. Number 2, with the full moon in the sign of Cancer, make sure you take a deep breath before you respond to things. No reacting, respond. Responding means you took some time to think or you took a moment to come correct. When you just react, that means you're going to get whatever emotion is at its peak or has been triggered is going to come shooting out. So at this time, what you want to do is make sure that when you're in certain situations that could trigger you, you take a moment to really tap into how you're feeling before you respond. Okay? Otherwise, it's going to be some, this is a good moon for arguments. Not saying it's a good to argue, but this moon can spark a lot of arguments because people's emotions are coming to the surface and they're not really understanding why. And when you don't understand why you're feeling a certain way, you start to act out. Like you might even blame the person or the place for why you feel the way you feel. So just watch out for that happening in other people as well as in yourself. Number three. Number three tip. During this full moon, I think it's very important for you to cater to you. It's going to be a lot of selfishness. And I'm not saying selfish in the word selfish. I'm saying it like blackish, whitish, it's ish, selfish, being a little selfie into yourself at this time. Cater to how you feel at this time. Yeah, it might sound like, oh, but F, where everybody else is feeling, F what this person feels. Yeah, right now, yeah. Right now, it's about how you feel. How are you feeling? How does this make you feel? If it don't feel good, get rid of it. Why is it still there? Why is it still around? If it don't feel good, you know? Um, get yourself into a space of detachment. And that's not to say set up a boundary so high you don't feel nothing, but cover yourself. Protect yourself, love yourself enough that you don't just let everything and everybody and everyone in. You have your cover. You're covered. Okay, you in, you not, like a club door security guard. You don't, you can't come in. That type of energy. Okay, you have to focus on how you're feeling so that emotionally you can make it through this time period. I don't know what numbers I was up to, but this is the last tip I'm gonna give y'all for harnessing the energy of this full moon in Cancer. And how I was saying, don't ignore how you feel. Express how you feel through creative endeavors. That's going to be the best way. If you write it out. If you sing it out. If you dance it out. If you draw it out. If you just freaking, maybe you're not a creative artist, but you're a creative thinker, then sit and journal your thoughts, or link up with somebody who you feel is on the same mental wavelength as you and dialogue. This is a good time for talking and not being alone. Okay, the full moon in Cancer can really shine a light on where you feel alone, because of the emotions coming to the surface. You'll start to feel lonely. You'll start to look at places in your life where it's like there's no movement. I should be at this level now. I should be married. I should have kids. I should have. No, you're right where you're supposed to be right now. Okay? Right where you're supposed to be right now. Where you are supposed to be headed, don't worry about that right now. Where you just left, don't worry about that right now. Focus on right now, where you are now. And from there, so many possibilities. But when you project into the future, you limit yourself. It's like, I see myself doing that, and that's a limit because maybe God sees you going further than that. Just be open to possibilities, okay? And I think that's it with that, with the tips. So I'm going to give y'all a general look at the energy of this full moon. Then, this is how we're going to do this today because I'm trying to squeeze the moon reading in with the weekly forecast. So, I'm going to give y'all overall idea of what this full moon's energy is going to mean for our tribe, for us. After that, I will do a day by day week, look at the week. And after that, I'm going to try to set up a quick pick a pal. Okay. It's going to be what you need to know heading into 2026. And also, guys, this is the last weekend to get the discount on the New Year's read. Doing a full year's reading for 150. Usually it's 200 plus. You get an outlook on each of the months, and you also get to ask questions if you have any questions, and you get special guidance through each of those months. Okay, it's not just like, oh, in this month you will meet somebody. No, it's literally you're getting some guidance. This is going to be the energy each week: first, second, third, fourth. It's a in-depth session, so I encourage you all to check it out. The link should be in my description, but if it isn't, write in the comments you want the link and I'll drop it to you later on. All right, so let's get into this. Thankfully, I think I got my moon cards next to me. Is that them? Y'all see how prepared I am today? I really had so much prepared. I was like, we're going to do some breath work, which we are going to do. Going to do that before we go into the pick of cards, okay? But I wanted to stand up. I wanted to do all this stuff with y'all today. And my phone decided it wants to die. And so I have to stay connected to the charger, which forces me to stay right up on this table. And I was wrong. Those were not my moon cards. So, okay, Spirit, you're going to guide me to use a different deck of cards for the general moon read. Yeah, I usually use my Moonology deck. I could use a different oracle deck. Let's do Star Seeds. Is that daughter cooking? Something smells good. All right. So we're going to use a Starseed deck to get an overall look at the moon energy. Maybe that's what we're connecting to right now, that star ancestry energy. Those that aren't familiar with star seeds, I would give a quick lesson, but at the same time, it's like, do the work. Star seeds, star ancestry. I'm sure you've heard of Pleiades, Orion, Sirius, Atlantis, Lemuria, Andromeda, Arcturia. There's so many. There are different constellations. There are different various stars that are believed to exist in different galaxies and solar systems. We ain't the only solar system out here in space. And so it is believed that many of us come from some of these other galaxies and solar systems and perhaps have been there in other lifetimes. Those who don't believe that, you don't have to believe it, but it is what it is. Okay, we're all made up of stardust to an extent. So how are we not connected to them? Okay, but that's for another time. You could go find one of my starseed readings if you really want to go deep. So let's take a look at the energy of this full moon for this tribe, for this collective, for those of you who are a part of the soul transforming energy light family. How is this full moon in Cancer going to affect us? Or what do we need to know? I need to put on my glasses. I know that. Don't laugh at my glasses. These are red. They didn't look like this when I was ordering them. They looked really fire. And now, got this little yellow stripe through it. I don't like it. It makes me look like some kind of gypsy, like, call me now. I don't like it. But anyway, maybe it's the head tie. Okay. So the first card, it says Messenger. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. So many of you that are going to be drawn to this session, you do have a very important purpose at this time. There is something that we're meant to share with the world. Many of you here have higher purposes. You might not feel like it. You might feel like, oh, I'm just a regular, I don't do nothing out. Nah, a lot of you here have higher purposes. There are things you're meant to bring into harmony and balance in this lifetime on this planet through something you share. And many of you are also going to feel like under this full moon that you're getting hit with messages. Like you just feel like you're like in sync with your guides, or you're really connected to somebody you love, or a space, a place is calling to you. Like look around. A lot of messages are going to be showing up in synchronicities and signs, okay? But many of you here are star seeds of Sirius, so you might want to look that up, Sirius, and your purpose is going to be showing up. This full moon is going to be illuminating your purpose. Many of you are really meant to share your feelings, your emotions in some way, okay? We have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. It's time for you to take all of your experiences and start to use them to awaken not just yourself, but others. I feel like there's going to be some huge awakenings for many of us under this full moon's energy. You're going to start to realize certain things. Oh, I feel like this because, or I can't suppress this feeling anymore. I have to go towards it. Okay. Flame is just a serious connect to source where you just look at me. I'm already connected. I'm sweating. That's a sign for you that are new here. It's like you have this connect to source that at this time is being activated, where you're just going to feel like I'm awake. I see things differently. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. So a lot of you are going to find that this full moon causes you to feel like you're discovering your higher purpose. What is it you're meant to do here? Where you're supposed to be? Who you are. A lot of blue coming through. Throat chakra is going to be important. That's the blue color. Speaking your truth at this time is going to be where you're going to feel pushed. Earth. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. My tribe, we get that all the time. Learning how to be human in this world, but not of this world. Yeah. You're here to do some special work. A lot of us that are attracted to this channel who are light workers, you're meant to be here in some way sharing your light. But just like when you roll with a certain crew of people or you hang around a certain bunch of friends, yeah, you're going to be influenced. So what your guides are coming through to say at this time is that you're learning to be human. This full moon is going to be activating your emotions, which is a part of being human. Human, something we suppress, which is why humanity is in danger now. People don't want to tap into their feelings. But as you are learning to tap into how you feel and how to respond instead of react to things, do not allow the energy on this planet at this time to change you. You know what I'm saying? Still stay yourself. Because at this time, with emotions and things rising to the surface, you can find yourself being influenced by what's happening. And that's on the planet. You can feel the energy on the planet with all these different changes going on, all these little kid wars that are causing big problems. Don't become of the world. You're here to shine a light. You're here to also learn how to feel and activate your humanity within yourself as well. So don't forget that. It's going to be important this week. Feelings. Okay. We have the void. Stop. Embrace winter. That's deep to get a card in the Starseed deck talking about winter. Embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So this full moon is also going to have you know it's okay to pause. Where you feel like, I don't know what the hell is happening. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know which way to go. I don't know why this keeps repeating. I don't know why this is going this way, why I feel like this. Stop. That's what they're saying. Guides are saying to stop. This is winter time. Winter time is a time to hibernate. You're supposed to have gathered everything you needed. Some of us didn't. Some of us, we're still single. We're by ourselves. We didn't get a partner. But some of us, we don't need that. You got everything you need. Gathered up for the winter, and it's time to pull your energy inward for a second. The cosmic womb, that is where everything takes place that cannot be seen, like the Big Bang. We have theories, but no one can say they actually know. And this is what you're being prepared for. This full moon is going to have you stopping to look within at your feelings, because what is developing within you is going to be ready, well, should be ready to surface by the spring. That's what all this hibernating is for. So I need some candy. Okay. Last card, the Great Severing. And this makes so much sense. It's funny. I don't know if a fool was here, but me and you was talking last night about the soft era. Literally, the card is saying it. The Great Severing. It's Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So yeah, I was telling you this week is going to be a lot with emotions because this full moon is not going to let you escape them. There may be a lot of people getting cut off this week. There may be ties that are going to be severed to the point where it's like, I see these people or I see that person and I'm good. And then in doing that, yeah, there may be some anger, there may be conflicts, there may be things that are arising that people suppress. Maybe you are mad about something you didn't realize you're angry about till you talk to the person. Maybe that's the same for someone else towards you. Whatever the case may be, any conflicts that happen this during this full moon energy are going to open up the door to love. Either you and that person are going to soften, or you're going to sever a tie, and that's going to open you up to receive from somebody else. This is just the vibe of this full moon. This full moon is going to have you really tapping into how you truly feel and not being able to be phony. Yeah. And not be able to be around people who are still trying to be phony. That's going to be an issue. In fact, might be angering to be around people who at this time are wearing masks. That's what I'm hearing. All right, last, I'm gonna give y'all some more clarity on that, some advice. The crumbling, what are you clinging to? There are things that want to fall apart, that want to be swept out now, y'all. So this full moon is going to also be showing you what needs to crumble, what has not been stable anyway, but you're just holding on to it because maybe it's familiar. Maybe it's what it's just how it's been. You don't want to deal with the issues that could come from the change. But whatever you're clinging to that is not meant for you at this time is going to fall apart. Sorry. We also have Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So this is confirming for you. Stop clinging. Anything that's falling apart or falling out of your life, it could be lifetime friendships that might be falling to the wayside at this time. You're being divinely orchestrated at this time to walk towards the people you're supposed to and walk away from the people you're supposed to. I'm feeling a lot of this has to do with people, but for some of you, it can be career, okay? You also have soul family. They said, no, bitch, we talking about people. Okay, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Yeah, this is going to be, this full moon is really going to be shining a light on who your people are. Who are your loyal people? Who are your aces? Who are your right hands? Who are your day ones? Who are the people who, when you call them, they show up? Those are the people that are going to be coming into your life at this time. Okay, those are the people you're going to notice you're feeling more aligned with. And you might be finding that people that were in your life for decades, you don't feel aligned to them no more. And don't beat yourself up and don't feel like, oh, I think I'm better than them. Or no, we grow. And sometimes we don't all grow at the same time. Maybe in the future, those people will catch up. But right now, you had a growth spurt. They're not there with you. A soul family is being guided in that matches your energy, okay? And whatever doesn't, stop clinging to it. It's crumbling. And I'm sure we can feel things that are crumbling. And we get into this mode of, why is this happening? Rather than saying, thank you for, thank you, God, for removing something that I didn't have the strength to remove myself. Look how easy I could say it, but when I'm in the midst of it, I'm not that cool and calm. I'm usually like, why is this happening? So anyway, we got leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. That's with the void. So take leaps towards what you want, what you feel. Let your emotions be your guide at this time. I know people are usually like, don't be emotionally led, but those people I find are miserable and unhappy because they're mentally led. That's why my thumbnail is heart over mind. That's actually a song that I wrote, and that's the thumbnail for the video that I never did. But that's the message of this full moon in Cancer is heart over mind. Listen to your heart. Let logic take a backseat for a minute, because in following logic under the influence of this Cancer full moon, you're going to end up unhappy. You'll end up somewhere that makes logical sense for you to have ended up there, but you won't be happy there. At this time, take a leap. Wherever your heart is guiding you, the universe, which is your spiritual guide team, your spirit guide team, is letting you know they got you. Follow your heart. All right, just trust. Take that leap. Okay. Last thing, we have the Great Gathering. That's two different decks. One says the Great Severing, and to clarify, the Great Severing is the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. I can't stress enough that you're gonna find this full moon is gonna have you really, really seeing who your true people are. Who are the people who really love you? Who are the people when you call them, they show up? Who are the people who really support you? And you're gonna see for yourself who those are to you. Who are the people I love so much that I'm gonna show up for them no matter what? Who are the people that I know if they call me, I got them. Even if I ain't got nothing to give, I'm there. You know, that is happening. Your soul tribe is going to be coming in this week. So you might even be getting some hits intuitively as to like, oh, this person and me is something, or me and this person, I'm not feeling it. All right, listen to your intuition when it comes to people. But this is a strong week for releasing, looks like old friends and family that just ain't, and welcoming in those that are in alignment with you. And trust, some of them have already been coming in. Don't think it's just been this year where this is happening. No, they've already been coming in. Bottom of the deck is saying wait, postpone, pause, say no. And I am getting that yeah, take a break. There's some stuff where you guys need deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. There is a need to take advantage of breaks. If you have time to pause, if you have a minute to shift your thinking, if you have extra money to treat yourself to something, you're being encouraged the next 5 days at least to do those things, to take time out for you, to rest, to replenish your energy, to do the things that make you feel good. We're catering to our emotions this week, okay? Catering to your emotions. What will make me happy? What will make me feel good? That's where you want to focus. What's at the bottom here? Big picture thinking, Pleiades. So that's another one for y'all. Sirius and Pleiades coming through. Look those up. Might be connected to those star ancestries. And it says visionary, inspired ideas. When you are emotionally grounded, you're going to have creative hits like crazy. You're going to be inspired to do so many different things. So I do want to take some grounding breaths, even though we are not going to do the full thing that I had in mind. I got to go with, spirit, how I'm being guided. So we're going to take some grounding breaths really quickly. Well, not really quickly. We're going to take them grounding breaths. And then I will do the day-by-day weekly forecast and then a pick-a-pal. For those of you that want personal card pulls, please send an $8 donation to Cash App, Ancestor Dancer, and then write Steam VIP in the comments, and I will check the notifications, blah, 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 blah. You will get your read at the end of this session, okay? Trying to see where the box is for these cards. Okay. Let's breathe. I don't think I'm going to use a big bowl. I could use this one. So close your eyes, sit comfortably. Any position. I don't force you into positions, but if you do want to use a hand mudra to activate certain energies, this is always a good one, but it's difficult to hold for a long period of time. It does lower your blood pressure, so if you already have low blood pressure, do not hold this position. All right. You can also do this one, which is for support. If you're feeling unsupported, you feel like you need to feel your ancestors your spirit guides just around you. This position is good. Um, and also, okay. And also another position, if you're having issues with communicating and speaking your truth, could do a hand mudra for the throat chakra, locking thumbs. Right here at your throat, spread your fingers, relax your elbows, your arms down, shoulders back. Okay? Close your eyes and listen to my voice. Take a deep breath in through your mouth and exhale. Take another deep breath in, using this breath to ground. Feel as if roots are stretching from the bottoms of your feet, from the base of your spine. Exhale, and feel these roots going deep, 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 deep down into the earth, connecting to the core. Take another deep breath in. As you connect with this energy, feel it coming up those roots you've planted. Exhale. And feel this energy as it comes up your legs, all the way up your spine, all the way up to the top of your head. Take a deep breath in and relax. Relax and release any worries, any stresses. Let them go. Exhale. Feel yourself relaxing. First in your feet, all the way up your legs, your spine, your head, your mind. Take another deep breath in. And connect to your emotions, your feelings. What are you feeling right now? Exhale. Acknowledge how you feel. Let it come to the surface to be recognized, acknowledged, and validated. Take a deep breath in. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? Check in with yourself. Exhale. And any feelings that are not aligned with positive energy and optimism, let them go on every exhale. Visualize them leaving your mental, leaving your body. Take a deep breath in. Give these worries, these concerns, these unwanted emotions a color, a visual. And exhale and see them exiting your body, exiting through your pores, exiting through your mouth, exiting through your nose, just releasing, letting go of the emotions that no longer serve a purpose in your energy. Take a deep breath in, connecting to source energy, to God, connecting to your God body as a child of God, connecting to your light, filling up with it, glowing. Exhale. And as you exhale, glow even brighter, connecting to the feelings that make you feel good, the feelings and emotions of love, the emotion that we suppress, the emotions that we're afraid of. Let's take a moment to just sit in your feelings and validate each of them as they come to the surface. Even if it's feelings that make you feel uncomfortable, even if it's thoughts that maybe you feel ashamed of, you feel guilty about, you have to allow them their space. Let them surface. How you feel is valid because it's how you feel. Can't anyone come and tell you that how you feel doesn't matter, doesn't make sense? How you feel is valid and it makes sense and it deserves your attention. and it is worthy of being expressed. We're sitting in compassion for ourselves. And in order to be fully present in that, we have to be open to feeling. Let's take a deep breath in, wrap it up, filling up with some more of that loving light energy that your ancestors send you every day, all day. You walk with the light, you are covered. Exhale and let go of any worries, any stresses, any guilt, any shame, any anger. In fact, don't let them go. Let them come to the surface to be acknowledged and recognized, and then you can release them. Open your eyes if you had them closed. Stretch your arms, stretch out your legs. And I hope that helped in some way. That was just a little channeled session there. So let's look at the day by day. And I do feel like the hand mudra I want us to rock with this week is going to be here. This is freedom. This represents freedom. And I feel like everybody needs to really activate the throat chakra this week and feel free to speak your truth. Okay? From a place of compassion, of course, and love. So let's look at the overall focus for this week's energy. Where should we be focusing our energy this coming week? For those that are new here, I always start with Saturday when I do the day by day, because throughout the week we might have shifted the energy. But this is overall. We have spiritual growth. Isn't that interesting? That is the primary focus this week, is going to be on your spiritual growth. And I feel like emotions and feelings are going to be a big part of that. Um, yeah. All right. So your keywords this week will be truth, knowledge, radiance, humor, and intuition. I swear this song just popped into my head, and I hate torturing y'all with my singing, but I got to do it. This week, I kept hearing, every time I say this week, I keep hearing Billy Joel's song. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty, whatever, is all he wants from you. So it's just giving me a vibe that this week is about being honest and being able to accept the truth. That's a big thing with spiritual growth. You can always say, yeah, I could speak the truth. I don't got no problems. I'm a truth teller. That's my mantra. However, can you handle the truth? And if you cannot, you need to stop fronting like you some big truth teller and big on being real, because then it's one-sided. And this week, it's about you being able to hear the truth as well. Um, so we have as your power thought this week, I trust the bright inner light that guides my way. I trust the bright inner light that guides my way. So when you feel lost, repeat that affirmation. Hope you remember it. I trust the bright inner light that guides my way. Okay? And an action you could take this week to boost yourself into your spiritual growth is to compliment people. Boost somebody else. Good job. What you did is dope. That's amazing. You look great today. Yo, that was real smart what you said. That. Real simple. And believe in yourself. You're a natural teacher and advisor. Some of you are going to find that your higher purpose this week is going to involve you advising people, maybe leading in some way, managing, supervising, teaching, counseling, coaching. That may be stuff that's going to arise, and it could be stuff that already has arisen in your mind, but you have self-doubt. Bottom of the deck is completion. Going to be detaching and completing, and under that is love life. I know some of y'all is like, I need it. Yeah, there's something that's being completed this week. And you should focus on that. If something feels like it's coming to an end or it's time to wrap it up with a bow, do it, okay? We got self-sufficiency, forgiveness, satisfaction, and approval. So many of you may find this week that either it's a good week for you to seek forgiveness, and you might find that others are going to be people that owe you apologies, maybe coming in this week. Um, Yeah, your power thought is I am proud of myself. I have strength and courage, because it will take a lot of strength and courage to forgive, to completely wrap something up, um, to let go of something that you were codependent on and having to become self sufficient. Ooh, my stomach's growling. It's time to eat. So this week, you can imagine you're cutting the cord of a past unsupportive relationship. All right. And that'll help you shift into this energy of completing something, a cycle. High tides raise all ships. Focus on the positive. Positive mindset this week is going to be what pushes you through. All right. Staying positive, even when things look like they're falling apart, is going to get you through this week. And love life was under that. So some of you may find that you're completing things that are going to either alter your love life in some way or open up the door to something new. All right. So a lot of people being attracted to this light tribe this week. So if you've been feeling unlucky in the love department, it's not that you're being overlooked, is what I'm hearing. That's all they're telling me. You're not being overlooked. Just maybe some stuff that still need to be completed. I'm seeing completion showing, like you still didn't complete some things. You still gotta clean some things up. Need a clear slate for something new to come in on. All right. That might have been for someone specific, but I had to share that. All righty. Now, let's get into this day by day, week ahead. I don't know what cards I'm going to use. I've been feeling in my divine feminine energy. So I think I'm going to use the divine priestess of light for clarity. And the Yuletide Tarot. I'll save these two decks for the pick-a-pal. All right. So let's take a look at the day by day for this coming week. I'm going to use the Oracle deck for clarity. I feel like since we have gotten told that spiritual growth is going to be important, I think that these cards will clarify where you need to grow or focus, or where you can grow or focus on those days. I had to let somebody know I am not predicting what's going to happen on those days. I'm telling you the energy that's going to be present and what could happen. Okay. That gives you a heads up so that you can already be ready for certain energy. Or you could say, oh, that's a day where people are going to be very, very much in a receptive mode. Then that's a good day for me to promote myself. You know, it gives you an idea of when to make moves, when not to. All righty. So I'll be starting with today's vibe. And I will end with next Saturday. Again, if you want a VIP session at the end of this session where I pull personal cards for you for the week ahead, please send your $8 donation. If by the end of the session I don't see you as a Steam VIP, I will keep moving. All right, so you have to do it before I wrap it up. All right, so today's vibe. Saturday, 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 it's a Saturday, yeah, 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 yeah. If you don't know that song, you're young. Okay, so today we have the Child. It's the Fool. It's a good card for saying that today's a good, it's a good day for taking a leap. If you've been having your sights set on something, you're not too sure about it, but you want to go towards it, today's vibe, you might feel pushed to do it. And if you do feel pushed, it's a good day for it. Your guides are like, you might have a surprise gift. And guys, please ignore my nails. I use some kind of damn gel nail polish that peels off. Like I was eating food and I was like, and my polish was peeling off in my mouth. It's disgusting. Ooh. So anyway, yeah, my nails look terrible right now. All right, clarity for the Fool card. Adjustment. Looking back and moving forward is the advice for today. So yeah, you may have your eyes set on something that it could be a little scary, but it's something you've been curious about, you've been passionate about, you've really been curious, is what I'm hearing. Something you're very curious about may spark you today to leap, to want to go towards it, to try it out, to do something new, something different. And it's something that's going to adjust you in moving forward. Today, I feel like it's a final look back at the past, a final look back. Maybe for many of you, I'm feeling there could be people you're waiting on in your past that you're like, are you going to come with me into 2026? You know, are you moving forward with me? And you're not sure. Today, take your leap forward. Anybody that's supposed to be there will adjust and they'll move with you. Today, the advice is make your adjustments for your leap. Okay. Today's a good day to trust and take leaps of faith. All right, let's look at the vibe for Sunday. Two of Gifts. Two of Gifts is like the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling, balancing two things you value. Some people are able to do it successfully, some not. Now, the card is upright, so it does speak of maybe Sunday you're going to feel like you have more than one thing to do. And you're trying to successfully keep two things balanced or trying to balance something out. Sunday, you might find you're taking a look at your the balancing act you might be having going on. And you might be having to take a look at whether or not you're doing a good job at balancing, or if you need to let something go so that you can focus on what you really want to focus on. All right, clarity for that day says healing the heart, power of self-love. So Sunday, the advice to you is to listen to your heart, okay? Whatever is calling to your heart, that's where you put your energy, all right? And that's why I feel like that's self-love. Loving on yourself. Don't keep something in your energy that you know is not good for you, all right? It's almost like for some of you, I see you, and this is an example. I see you like in a community or in a friend circle or in a family group where you want to stay tight, but then you have this other person, community, family, whatever, that doesn't exactly fit in with that. And you're trying to hold on to both because you value both. But something's got to give because you can't put your energy here without taking your energy away from here. And then if you put your energy here, then these people are like, hey, now you over there. And it's that type of energy I'm getting for Sunday, where you're going to find yourself having to think about you. I love me. What's best for me? What's good for me? And when that is figured out, if my stomach don't stop, and I'm not even that hungry, it's growling. I don't know. Somebody out here is hungry for some love. That just popped into my head. Somebody here is in the session like, yo, um, I need some. I need a partner. Could be me. Okay. That's another topic for another time. But you have to choose what's best for you. Power of self-love, healing the heart. There's something on Sunday that could actually be beneficial to that heart chakra. Okay? But it might require you choosing yourself over status quo. You know, maybe you got two projects going on, and one of them it's like this is the one that calls to your heart, but the other one logically it's like I should be doing that. Go with the one that calls to your heart. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It's going to be about heart healing Sunday and letting go of what is not adding to that. Okay, Monday's vibe. Seven of Gifts. This is the Seven of Pentacles. This speaks of, now in the traditional Seven of Pentacles, it's about planting a seed and having the patience to let it grow and finally starting to see it bud. Finally seeing something you put a lot of work into coming in. But in this case, it speaks of impatience, not being patient, not wanting to wait for the gifts to show up that you deserve. So the energy for Monday, you could find yourself feeling antsy. Like, I put energy towards something. Now I want to see the results. I want to see the results. Okay. Um, Granted, the card's not reversed. So it's given a vibe that you are going to see some kind of results. Monday may be a day where you're going to see the results of something you put energy towards coming back. You'll start to say, okay, it was worth it. Something that you felt like maybe nothing's going to come of it. Monday, you're going to be like, oh, something did come of that. And now I'm starting to see, okay, I'm going to keep my energy there. I feel like it's piggybacking off of Sunday. Whatever it is you realize you're balancing that needs to go, it's going to open up the door Monday for something else to grow, something to come in. All right. We have abundance as the clarifying card. Fortune, wealth, plenty. Yeah. Whatever you're balancing and you release on Sunday, or whatever releases itself, whatever heart healing you do, adjustments to looking back and moving forward are going to put you in line with abundance on Monday. You are going to see some kind of gifts. Most of you, if you've been doing the work, the self work that is, you're going to see some kind of fruits of your labor are going to show up Monday. You're going to say, oh, everything I've been working so hard for, I see it now. I see it manifesting. Yeah. Stay in that energy too. Monday, stay in the mindset of abundance, of money, and you're going to attract it in. You're going to see it. I can't stress that enough. Okay. That energy, Monday made me feel very high vibe. And that makes me believe that many of you are going to have some kind of experience Monday that's going to be eye opening. Yeah. Okay. Tuesday. Oh, finally a reverse card. Tuesday, we have the Page of Canes, which is the Page of Swords. It was reversed. So what that could mean for Tuesday could mean a few things. When the Page of Swords comes through, it can be somebody not speaking. When it's reversed, it could be someone not speaking, but watching, looking at you on social media. It could also be somebody coming forward with dishonesty. Uh, Tuesday, what I'm getting in regards to advice with Tuesday is to speak your truth. Be totally honest on Tuesday. It's going to be a day where not being honest, you'll get caught out there. If someone tries to come at you with lies, they'll get caught out there. It's a day where I feel like big on honesty. Anything that is trying to be like hidden lies, stuff like that, it's not going to happen. I'm going to get one more clarifying card for Tuesday. Queen of Gifts, the Queen of Pentacles. Make sure everything is grounded in reality on, Tuesday. Your conversations with someone, if they're promising to give to you, they're promising to be loyal to you and all that stuff, they have to show and prove first. Don't just give in. Tuesday is going to be big on truth, okay? Anybody who's withholding the truth from you, do not give of yourself to them anymore. Anyone who's not being honest, who lies, don't give of yourself to them anymore. Okay? Focus on your comfort, your abundance, because a lot of people, I feel like, can feel the shift in the energy will start to come out the woodworks. When you're down and out, they don't want to be bothered with you, but they see you glowing up, and then all of a sudden you getting messages like, you don't know me no more. You don't see me. Why are you not talking to me? That's the energy for that day, okay? Because you're going to be in an abundant energy. Come on. We got the Queen of Gifts showing up. Man or woman, you're going to be in an energy of, I feel like I'm abundant and I have enough to give. Clarity for that day, we have Divine Mother, nurturing, compassion, and grace. That's going to be the vibe. Just nurturing of yourself, having compassion for others, and feeling that Divine Mother love from whatever deities or guides you believe in. This could be an ancestor. This could be Mother Mary. This could be Mary Magdalene. This could be Kali. Whoever you believe in, it's a Divine Mother energy that day. Okay, so cater to your feelings. Nurture your compassion for others. Okay, so you can feel for other people and give them grace without letting them completely take advantage of you. So just watch for Tuesday. Stay in the energy of compassion. but do not allow yourself to be overthrown by false truths. Okay. All right. Wednesday's vibe. It's the vibe for Wednesday. We have the Holly King coming through. This is the Emperor. Yes, it is. I thought it was the Hierophant. It's the Emperor coming through. So the vibe for Wednesday is some boss energy. Many of you are either going to be dealing with a father figure, baby daddy, grandpa, uncle, brother, cousin, boss, or you're going to feel the vibe of stepping into that energy. You might really feel called to be independent, focus on your independent pursuits, and it's a good day to do that. All right. Wednesday is a good day to focus on your independent pursuits, work, um, yeah, bossing up, entrepreneur stuff. If you feel like you want to be an entrepreneur, put yourself out there. Wednesday's a good day. You'll be seen. But you also may find you're dealing with bosses, father figures, masculines in your life. At least they're upright. So they're in their divine energy. Let's get clarity. Earth magic, fearlessness, removing obstacles. Yeah, you're going to feel like bossing up. It's a good day to go after your goals. We are in the year of the fire horse, according to Chinese astrology. And so that's interesting to see a horse show up. Wednesday's vibe is just to be fearless. Go towards the things you want, go towards the goals that you want, be in your boss energy. If you have to deal with bosses and father figures, do so fearlessly. Maybe for some of you, these people are obstacles for you moving forward. Deal with those obstacles, or you're going to find them removed where maybe you end up getting a new job and move somewhere else. Maybe there's a father figure in your life that there's some change or shift that happens that removes obstacles. Regardless, there is some movement for Wednesday, okay? And it requires you to be in an energy of fearless. Know you're guided, all right? Thursday's vibe. I don't know what made me shuffle again, but I guess whatever. So Thursday, we got the Two of Cups. It did show up reverse. The Two of Good Cheer reverse. This lets me know that the energy for Thursday, you may be discovering things and people you thought were like this are not. It could be a very eye-opening day. And that can happen being that Wednesday you move into this fearless energy. You boss up. You become more independent. Then people who need you to lean on them, need them, will start to rear their mask will start to fall off. And that is the energy that I'm picking up for Thursday. Is like people's mask falling off. People that you thought were like this. You're going to start to see like, oh, we're not like that. And I would like clarity because I don't want that whole day to be based on false relationships and bonds. They said, oh, but it is. King of Gifts reversed to clarify that. Some disloyalty could show its head. Yeah. You could discover that somebody or people or whatever you thought was like this. It could be when you get Pentacles, King of Gifts is Pentacles. That's earth energy. That's grounded. That means this is someone that's around for a long time, or people that you've known for a long time that you thought was so grounded, like they're going to be in my life forever. Something can occur where that shifts, okay, on Thursday. You might see disloyalty, or you might find out something that makes you see, oh, this person was not loyal, or these people were not loyal. They're not in alignment with me anymore, like I thought. Clarity, sacred action, decisive focus. Yeah. It's going to be some action that is going to take place on Thursday. I feel there may be cutting off. You may have to cut somebody off that you realize, oh, this person's not loyal to me. Oh, I thought they were like my twin, but they're not. Yeah, I'm just getting the energy for that day is anybody who is wearing a mask for you, the mask is going to be removed. They're not going to be able to hide it. You're going to see who's for you, who is not on Thursday. They can't hide. Yeah. And then it's going to be time to make sacred decisions and actions. All right. I feel like Thursday is a day of completion. You're going to be completing something like, okay, I'm in my boss energy now, and you don't fit the program. Okay. Friday's vibe. I'm not going to shuffle again. Friday's vibe, we got the Five of Gifts reversed, the Five of Pentacles. So this could be dealing with people, a group of people. It is reversed. When the Five of Pentacles comes through reverse, it's not so much a card of feeling left out in the cold, pushed to the side, kicked to the curb. When it comes through reverse, it's more of a card of realizing I ain't want to be in there anyway. I ain't belong in that energy anyway. And I'm glad you kicked me to the curb so that now I could find my actual people. I don't want to say out here on my own. I was about to sing a song again from Fame, but sometimes I sing that song because it fits exactly how I'm feeling in the moment. Sometimes I wonder where I've been, who I am, do I fit in? Like that song is the energy. Listen to it. All right. Irene Cara, Out Here on My Own. That's the vibe for Friday. All right. And it's not such a sad one as it's more of a awakening. I'm on my own. Now I'm realizing I didn't belong there or in that relationship or with those people or in that job. I belong here. I'm forging my way. But I might be in a period of feeling very alone. Like, I don't fit anywhere. You might feel that way on Friday. Don't let yourself sulk. We have sacred breath and sound, life force and communication. Don't sulk on Friday. Meditate. Talk to your animal spirit guides. Talk to your ancestors. Talk to your angel guardians. Talk to archangels. Sit by the ocean. Look at videos of water, ocean. Get in touch with your emotions. Water is emotion energy. So when your emotions feel frazzled, sitting by water, sitting in water, doing a cleansing, a shower, how great do you feel after a good shower? Where you can just stand in there and cry and release. That is the vibe, okay? That is the advice for Friday. Wash, cleanse, reconnect to your life force, which is water and earth and sun, and communicate with the forces that be. You are not alone is the key for Friday. You're not alone. You're just now realizing you didn't belong there, okay? That's Friday. Saturday. Next Saturday, what is the vibe? Seven of Candles reversed. Now, the Seven of Candles is the Seven of Wands. It's like when you have this card come through, it's like, I got this candle. It's burning. I love it. I trust this candle. But all around me are people or things saying that candle's not good enough. That candle's not going to work. That candle's not bright, or it's too bright. But even in fear, I'm still holding it down. Y'all not going to back me down. When it comes to reverse, there could be a feeling of feeling defeated. Like, I'm tired of fighting. But what I'm getting is not so much feeling like you got to be on the defense. The vibe I'm getting for next Saturday is one of, like, not defense, but just holding something down. This is what I believe. This is what I want to do. I'm holding it down. But on Saturday, you might feel a little bit like tired. I'm tired of standing in this energy. I'm tired of holding it down. Maybe you don't want to be tough. You don't want to be strong. You don't want to. Saturday, you might really be feeling like, I just want to do me and not worry about having to go up against opposition. I just want to do my thing. And if I have to push and go against opposition, then I don't know if I want to do it. And that could be the vibe Saturday. So I am hearing with the Chariot is here. So Saturday's vibe is iffy with movement. Something may be coming in really fast, or something could feel like it was coming and now it's slowing down. Something that you might have been really holding on to, like, this is going to happen. This is going to manifest. I'm doing this regardless. You might feel like next Saturday, something's trying to slow it down, or it's coming in too fast. And you're like, wait a minute. I want more clarity for Saturday. I don't want us to be just out there to the wolves. Three of good cheer is going to deal with friends. Good friends or bad friends. Okay. There's something you really want to do. And this could be specific because it feels very specific. It could be something you've been fighting for, something you feel like people are fighting against you that you really want to do, you're passionate about. You've been holding it down, like, nah, we're going to do this. I'm doing this. It's almost like there's friends, or you're going to feel like there's friends or family members that don't want to see you achieve something, that are kind of trying to slow you down, your progress, or speed it up so fast you can't catch up. You can't keep up. It's a weird vibe for Saturday. Okay, that's why I pulled so many cards. I do feel like this next coming weekend, you're really going to be forced to look at the people you keep around you. You call these people your friends, you call them your family. How much do they want to see you elevate? And that's where you're going to be looking. Do I hang on to this? Do I fight for this connection, or do I keep it moving? That's why the Chariot is like fast, slow. It's going to be on you. That's the vibe. That's what I'm getting. And then don't feel specific. I think everybody in their own way is going to be dealing with some kind of awakening to who are the people who are supportive and who are the people who are not supportive. Opening heart, deep connections, water blessings. So the advice about the water, here's confirmation, and deep connections. It's all about the people you're connecting to this week. By releasing people who are not in alignment with you anymore, your connections are going to deepen with those who are. Don't be afraid of releasing people that are no longer serving a purpose in your life. And try to find a way to connect to water this coming weekend. Go by the water, or just even if you put a video with the ocean and the waves, or a river or a lake on your TV or YouTube, sit and vibe with it. There's something about cleansing and the water that's bringing in blessings, so use it. All right. Gonna go to a quick pick-a-pow for you guys to wrap this all up. And the pick-a-pow is in regards to this full moon energy. So how is this full moon going to be affecting you? What do you need to know moving into this new year? Okay. For my full New Year read, you can book that through Calendly. Say the word. That info should be in my description, but I said that last week and people was like they didn't see my information in the description. But it should be there. If it's not, you can always just drop me an email, dancingdrum28677 @Yahoo, and I'll hook you up. But yeah, that reading I only do for the month, during the month of January, because otherwise you missed the first month. And the discount for the reading is over after this Sunday. So book it now, so you can already have your idea of the vibe for each month and plan accordingly. Know when you should travel, when you shouldn't, and all that good stuff. So this is going to be a quickie. Trying to see what I'm going to use for you guys to choose. Water kept coming up. Let me grab my water cards since we kept getting water. The healing waters. All right. So each pile is going to have some cards from each of these. I also have a money deck I'm going to throw in there. I am curious about money going into this new year. Okay, and this is a tarot deck, biblical tarot deck. So it might look like that. And I'm going to make the piles live. So as I'm making the piles, all I want you to do is to think about what do you feel you need to know to better harness the energy of this full moon going into this year. How are things going to look? What do you need to know? Ask your guides to make sure, you get the information that you need. Also, when I give you the numbers, putting the number of the pile you selected in the comments helps me to connect to your energy and your guides as well. Because some of y'all I don't know from Adam. So you have to insert your energy into this session. Clicking like also assists Not with the reading, but it assists with you continuing to get free readings because it lets me know that people like them. So please click the like if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel. I'm not monetized, so your likes are my pay. It lets me know, keep on doing what you're doing, sis. Okay? Alrighty. So we're gonna have 3 pals. I'm not gonna do more than 3 because this is a long session as it is, and it's not gonna have timestamps. So I want to make it so that people could get on and get what you need and get on out. All right. I think I'm gonna put, so this isn't eternal. I don't want to put too many of each card in each pile. Okay, but you can start to think of your number now. I'm gonna leave this as advice. Money advice. The money cards are kind of vague, but I'm gonna use them anyway. Okay. I always save the bottom of the deck as a collective message. And then I will choose how you're going to choose your pal. That's what I've been trying to figure out, looking around. Maybe I'll use a top card. All right, now I'll take a top card from the water deck. So I'm going to show you each a card. And you can choose your pal based off of if you feel drawn to that card. All right. Please remember to like the video. Remember to subscribe if you're new here. I hate having to sound salesman-ish, but I need the likes and I need the views. Okay, guys? I want to keep this channel going throughout 2026, so I have to be a little bit more pushy with the likes. Make sure you click like. It's very simple. So easy just to click like. Really it is. Not to mention when you click like, that means this video will be in your liked videos and you can come back to it all week to stay on point. So, bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Wands. Whew. People feeling like they've been putting in a lot of work. Shift. You are taking your career in a totally different direction. Going to be a lot of career changes in the collective. Clear waters, clear vision, confirmation, right timing, and opportunity. A lot of doors opening, I'm feeling for us. This is the time. If you've been feeling like, when is it going to be my time? This is like God saying, I've seen the work you put in and it is time. Now it's time. Okay. Now it is time. So if things aren't manifesting or don't manifest in the way you want, it's because you didn't make the moves you were supposed to make. Can't blame nobody else. Not even spirit. So pile 1, your card says, let it go. If you feel drawn to this card, your message is in pile 1. Pile 2, your card says, she who flows. If you feel drawn to this card, your message is in pile 2. And pile 3 says, Atlantis. So if you feel drawn to this card, your message is in pile 3. Interesting cards. Whew. I'm rocking with pile 1. I like let it go. All right, so I'll show, well, no, I'm not going to show them again. I want you to choose like that. Showing them again, you stop, you think, you go, oh, I like that picture better. Oh, I like those words better, instead of going after the one you feel immediately drawn to. Okay? So, let's get into it. So my pile 1ers. I'm good. We got pile 3 coming through. All right. My pile 1ers, if you were drawn to, let it go. That's pretty much your advice under this full moon. Release the past, forgive, soften, and move forward. It's your advice. Very blunt, very straight to the point, okay? This week, this full moon is going to move you to let go of the past, to forgive where you probably will have trouble forgiving, but it's so that you can move forward and get out of this hard energy of guarded heart and I've been through so much and no one else will do that to me again. It's time for you to get soft, soften your energy, be open to love, to trust again, to move forward. So what else we got for my pal ones? We have the Hierophant, the Two of Cups. I'll show you the cards. Hold on. Oops. We have the Four of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. All right, my group ones, there is something happening with relationships. We have the Hierophant. There's some spiritual calling that's coming up this week for you under this full moon energy. With the Two of Cups, has to do with someone or something that is your divine calling. To have the Hierophant and this come together, it's letting me know something you're divinely meant to do, or someone you're divinely meant to do, is going to rear their head this week, okay? Now, this may come after some rest or healing. I don't know if this is something that has hurt you before, or you've hurt them, or you've been in a situation that was bad, or some kind of healing process took place or is taking place. And with the completion of that, this person, this community, whatever, this divine connection is going to come forward. So there's a big chance for you, my ones, that someone's going to come forward and profess their love to you, or just how they feel. This could be a following of subscribers on something you do. This could literally be somebody that is in love with you, or this could end up being, this could even be a child of yours, but it is coming after some healing, which lets me know there might have been some issues between you and this person, but there's some kind of spiritual connection here. Yeah, if there's somebody in your life right now that you was like, they pissed you off, they hurt you, or if there was a group of people, but I'm really getting one, but if it was a group of people who you felt spiritually called to, but something happened where you just felt very hurt by them, well, just know that they want to come back in. They want to offer you some love. And you could be in this energy, because this is what they're expecting. They're expecting your energy to be very guarded. So that's what's giving me the vibe that this person or these people did something to you that caused you to have to get out of your heart and get into your mind and say, okay, that's not going to happen to me again. My heart is still open, but it's guarded now. And so they are telling you, your guides are saying, be open to listen, to hear when this person, because they're saying that they're coming. When this person comes in to profess these feelings for you, be open. Try not to come from a place of coldness or emotionlessness. Is that a word? Emotionless? But anyway, there is some healing that's going to come from this as well. So maybe even if this isn't someone you had an issue with, this person that's going to come forward, or these people that show you their love, is going to be healing for you. Okay? Maybe you're someone who has always felt like you're never chosen, like people never rally around you, or what you want never wants you. That type of vibe, that's going to shift. Not happening this week. Okay. Money cards for my pal ones. You have unfulfilled. So you may be in a job that you feel emotionally connected to, but is not fulfilling you, my ones. So you're being told to reflect on what you want. What are your wants and needs? And consider making a change, because it looks like you're a little unhappy with the money you're receiving. You're doing this work, but you're feeling unfulfilled. Okay. You have windfall. So there's something coming. You're feeling unfulfilled right now, but I do feel like a shift you've made, or that you're gonna make, is about to bring in a lot of money. You're about to receive a financial windfall or pay raise. Your finances are currently in a positive cycle. Now is the perfect time to treat yourself or make that big purchase. Say less, because I need a new pair of Timbs. And I was still like, should I spend the money? Thank you. And your last card, my one, says easy does it though. Slow and steady wins the race. All right. So don't overspend. Don't go out there crazy, investing. Take your time. This is not a good time to rush. Pay attention to every detail and be careful not to get involved with any get rich quick schemes at this time. All right. And your last card, my ones, your advice for this time is the cosmic ocean. Current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. And that is what you are in this week. You are going to be bringing your dreams into your reality. I feel like you're just like gonna feel like you're floating on a cloud this week as you feel motivated to step into alignment with your higher purpose. Once you let things go that are stale, your new beginning comes in. Okay? That's this week for my ones. That's your advice. That's this full moon energy. It's going to be illuminating what you need to let go of so that your new beginning can come in. All right, my ones. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, make sure you give me a thumbs up, a like. You could write it in the comments. And you can also book a personal reading if that wasn't enough information. If you were drawn to the number 2 or the card that says she who flows, okay, your card says ease. And I've been talking about that all week. Ease. We want things to be easy, no struggle. Your card says being open to change. Go with the flow of life. If things have been feeling rough for you, my twos, right now, it's because you're using force. And you might not think you are, but you are. You're not allowing things to flow. You have to be open to change. You can tell you're not letting things flow if when things are trying to flow out your life, you're trying to figure out why and try to draw it back in. Let it flow on out. If it's not reaching out for you, don't reach out for it. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? If it's not calling you, don't call it. Let it go. That's being in alignment with the energy of ease. It's not forcing, not trying to control, not fighting against, but just letting change happen where and when it needs to happen. And that's your advice right now. The full moon's going to be showing you where things have to change and showing where you're not allowing your life to be easy, where you're actually in the way. Okay, my twos? So let's see what else. What do you need to know? We have the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Star. Whoop! Why did that card fly away? Oh my God. Why did the Star fly? You losing hope in something? Or somebody's hope? Well, here's the Star card. And Justice. So my twos, this full moon is bringing you justice. You might have been really feeling like love has been elusive to you. I'm getting a lot with matters of the heart. Maybe you feel manipulated emotionally by someone who seemed like they were promising love. They were promising all of this newness when it comes to love and being together. But you didn't really feel that. You didn't get that fresh start that you thought you were going to get. It feels like it's somebody from your past. You dealt with this person for a long time. I do see someone reconciling. So my pal two, somebody from your past is going to come back in. Somebody that offered you love, but you didn't, your cup was not overflowing. It was empty. It was like, you promised me this fresh new start at love, but I didn't get it. I didn't experience it. This person's coming back around. It feels like you, at one point, prayed and wished for them, but you might be giving up now. Like, I don't care. Your prayer is too late. It's been heard. Okay. This person may also be praying and wishing for another chance with you. Justice is coming in. So if there was any unfairness from this person, you're going to get justice. If you were unfair to them, they're going to get justice. If you guys are married or want to get married, that's a good opportunity. This is a vibe that can happen. Whatever the case may be, things are going to be balanced out between you and somebody else that affects you emotionally and that you've known for a long time. All right. This My pal twos, you're going to be dealing with a love relationship, love life this week. Okay. But you're going to get justice. Everything's going to balance out fairly. And that's good. Let's look at your money. So my twos, you have settling. Your soul is telling you you're on the wrong path. So I feel like my twos, you might be doing some job that you're doing it because it pays the bills, but not so much because it calls to you. All right. Give yourself the time and space to evolve and discover your true path, your true passion. You're avoiding what needs to be done because it feels too difficult. Maybe the job you really want to do, you're not doing it because it feels like it's too difficult to get it to a point where it can pay your bills. And you're going to settle here because it's paying your bills. But this full moon is going to shine a light on where it is not connecting with you on a soul level, which means you could be making way more money. Comfort. While you may not be wealthy, you will live comfortably. You're about to enter the most comfortable period of your life. Your finances are in a state of balance. So this is what you seek. You're seeking comfort. And I do feel like, yes, you may feel like, well, I'm comfortable the way I am, where I am. But your soul is crying out to do something that is in alignment with it. So maybe at the same time, stay comfortable, stay doing what keeps you feeling stable, but at the same time, make room to do something else that calls to your soul. And you have setbacks. Taking one step forward only to take two steps back. Setbacks are telling you that you're not ready to enter the next phase. You can't expect different results if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, which is why I'm saying you need to also do what calls to your soul in order for you to move forward. All right. Things are balancing out for you. You had the justice card. So it just looks like everything is trying to balance out for you in a way that's fair. But there is some work you have to do before you can move forward. I do feel like that little relationship from your past is a setback. Might not feel like it physically, but emotionally, mentally, it keeps you from being able to fully connect to your soul's calling. All right. And then lastly, your advice, mother of the salt waters. Woo! Passion, wild love. Your week, your full moon week is about love, my pal twos. Open your heart and let love in. So yeah, follow where you feel passion, where you feel passionate, where you feel the butterflies in your stomach, where you get all warm and ooh about something or someone. That's where you're being guided, okay? Wild love, not under control, one you're trying to control. Open your heart and just let love flow. Okay, let it in. Your main advice for this pal is ease. Okay, pal two. Yeah, pretty much pal two. Your main advice is ease. Just letting things flow. Let love in. Let it flow. That's what I got for you guys. Hope that resonated. If you need a full personal reading, you can book one. Look in the description. Alrighty. Moving on to my pal threes. If you were drawn to the number 3 or the card Atlantis. Well, my pal threes, I'm going to let you know now. If you feel in any way, shape, or form disconnected from this planet at times, it's because energetically, you're not really. Your card says, keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow. Atlantis was like the blueprint for, and like Lemuria and Atlantis, some people say were the same place, same energy, was actually Earth, which is Eden. And when you're called to that energy, it's like you're in alignment with a higher purpose for this planet. Okay. You're meant to shift emotions, energy on this planet. And that's not to say the rest of us aren't, but that's to say that right now, you're going to be called to it. You're going to feel like there's a light on it. Hey, fool. But yeah, you're going to feel like there's a light being shined on what you're supposed to be doing on the planet at this time. And there may feel like there's a lot of things arising that are trying to distract you from your vision. So your advice right now is to stay connected to that energy of Atlantis, of Eden, of Lemuria, of peace and harmonious, compassionate feelings. And stay in alignment with that energy as you're growing, because they are saying that you're meant to start to get your big vision out there, and that the world could distract you in some ways. Let's take a look at what else is going on for my threes. Okay, you have the Six of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Seven of Wands. These sevens here. Five of Cups. And the King of Wands. All right, my Patus. This full moon's energy this week for you. All right. All right. I see you very big this week on reciprocation. My threes, you may be noticing big time this week where you put your energy in, where do you give and you don't get back. All right. Some of you may also find this week that where you have put in energy, you're getting a lot of get back where you're like, oh my God, all these people want to do this, want to do that, want to give. And it's going to be because of work you've already done. All right. But some of you are also going to find that this full moon is going to be illuminating where you feel used or unappreciated. Okay. With the Seven of Swords here and the Seven of Wands. I'm almost hearing do what you're doing this week in silence. There's a need for you to move in silence this week. With the Seven of Swords here and the Seven of Wands, it's just letting me know that there's something that you're passionate about, but your mind is telling you you really shouldn't put it out there yet. Seven of Swords is like a little sneaky energy. Like people doing stuff behind you or you deciding, let me move on the low. With the Seven of Wands here, it lets me know that it's something that people might want to distract you from doing. People might tell you can't do it. That's not possible. It's too much. It's why are you carrying that? Why are you trying to do that? You can't do it. But if you move in silence and don't tell people what you're doing, by the time they see you, you'll be at the top of the mountain already with all your wands. Like, bitches, I did it. What are you talking about? Okay. So there's some things this week you're gonna see like, okay, I gotta do that on the low. I can't let everybody know I'm doing that. And you're gonna see big blessings coming in. You don't tell everybody about those either. Okay. Five of Cups here. There is a little bit of lingering in past disappointments, you guys. Okay. This Five of Cups energy could creep up on you this week. All right. It's an energy of feeling like, I put my heart into that and it's spilt and I ain't get nothing from it. And it's difficult, finding it difficult to stop thinking that way. Like, I don't know if I want to do that again because when I did that before, this is what happened. But you still got 3 cups here. So it's like, why are you looking at the 2 that are spilled? Those 2 you weren't supposed to drink from. But there's 3 more here. So the objective this week for you is going to be to hold your vision of the things you want to do. That's number 1. Work in silence if you have to. Tell people you trust. That's it. Whatever you got going on, whatever plans you have going on. For some of you, I'm also seeing side note. Hi, Manuel. Love and light. I'm seeing as a side note for you, 3s as well, is there is somebody that you've been giving a lot to. A lot of your energy, okay? You don't feel like you're getting it back. Maybe it's somebody you've been seeing secretly with the Seven of Swords here. Somebody that you've been standing your ground, even though it feels like it's opposition, like just not wanting you to succeed. It's ending in disappointment after all of that work. You still feel like, meh, okay? Could be a King of Wands. Could be somebody who comes off as very ambitious, determined, very good looking, but not giving. what you need. My threes, they're dwelling here with you guys for a minute. Hey, Aquarius gang, that's my moon sign, but I'm Aries sun. All right, my power threes. Let's look at your money. No, matter of fact, I want clarity. Why is this King of Wands here? And why are you disappointed? So for some of you, it's going to be disappointment this week in a masculine. Somebody who you thought was going to be ambitious and determined and make moves, and you fought hard and stood your ground for, and you're not going to feel like you're getting that energy back. That could be specific. But your advice is to like not dwell on it. Don't dwell on the disappointment. Okay. Manuel, if you want a personal card pulls, it's an $8 donation to my Cash App, Ancestor Dancer, and then you put Steam VIP in the comments, and I pull cards for you at the end of the session. Okay, so what else for my threes? Let's get clarity. Y'all got 9 of Swords reversed and the Tower reversed. What's happening with y'all this week? Ace of Swords reversed, 10 of Cups reversed, and the Empress. This week, my threes, love on you. That's it. That you gotta love on yourself. Don't dwell on, don't let other people's problems become your own. This is you stressing out. It's not even your issues. You're worrying about somebody else and what's going on with them. The Tower is reversed. Let it fall. If it's reversed, God is stepping in. You're holding on to something that needs to go. Whatever this is, this 7 of Swords you stand in your ground for, something with that is not stable, needs to go. Ace of Swords reversed. There's some kind of honest communication that's not taking place that needs to take place, because you want this 10 of Cups, but it's reversed. This happy family, emotional bliss, all of that, it's reversed. This King of Wands has to get right. But King of Wands isn't going to get right till you get right with yourself. You have to take good care of you, love on yourself, indulge in your creative ideas, and look good, even if you go into the supermarket, even if you're just going down the block to whatever. Take care of you. It does feel like there's some heavy disappointments around a masculine energy in your life that's going to come through this week. But others of you, it's going to be you standing your ground, doing your work on the low, and avoiding anybody who may want to make you focus on failures or what they consider to be past failures. Okay, my threes, y'all got quite a week ahead. Your main thing is to keep your vision. Don't lose your vision of your dreams or your goals. Do not. Your thing is going to be to overindulge in your creativity. Magician at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, focus on what you want to manifest, what you want to call in. Don't cry over spilt milk is what I'm hearing. Y'all issue this week is going to be fighting, looking back, and being sad about time you feel was wasted or feelings that weren't reciprocated. Don't let that happen this week, okay? Because it's a full moon in Cancer, and it will be very difficult for you to not fall into that. Let's look at your money. We have science. Keep an open mind as something is unfolding just for you. All right, some of you might want to explore roles in science, such as chemists, forensics, biochemists, or similar fields. Apply scientific methods to solve your business or financial problems. There's something about your thinking when it comes to making that money. You have some kind of scientific mind where maybe you need to allow your possibilities to open up for you more. Maybe you're keeping yourself really stuck in one line of one way of making money, and they're saying there's other ways, there's other ways you can make some money. Precarious. You've experienced many financial highs and lows. Your money is flowing in quickly, only to leave just as fast. There's fast changes regarding money or an unexpected turn in your finances. So where you've been feeling like you just can't maintain, the money's doing this all the time, that's getting a shift this week. You just have to open your mind to opportunities that are coming your way. Even if they seem like stuff you wouldn't normally take or normally do, take it. All right. You're being offered different ways to make money this week, my threes. And those highs and lows you've been experiencing are going to change. And in fact, I'm hearing they're changing quickly behind the scenes. So you don't have to feel like this with money. When you're like this with money, my threes, it slips through your hands quicker. Take note. When you spend and you do the things you want to do, you buy the things you want to buy, you support the businesses you want to support, it comes back so much quicker. Okay. Even though in that moment you might be going, I want those shoes, but I can't really afford it. Or even in my case, I want that reading. I want this New Year's reading from Amina, but it's like this much, but it could help me. Do it. You're going to see that turnaround real quick. But yeah, y'all highs and lows are changing. Work smart. Are you complicating things? Often the solutions are simpler than you think. It's time to clean up both personally and professionally for a fresh start. Focus on your basic needs when spending and save some money. So start budgeting. My threes, I'm getting you. I don't want to say you don't budget. I'm getting you. You try. You try to budget. But they're saying simplify it. It doesn't have to be some this. It can be more like generalized. I'm going to spend this much for money. I mean, for food. This is for leisure. This is if I want to just travel, that type of thing. But yeah, it's time to not complicate your money and make it more simple for you, and also be open to other ways that you can make money flow in. All right. Don't become rigid. All right, my threes. Lastly, we got the pearl. Alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. And that's what I've been feeling for you guys. This week is going to be an incorporation of a lot of experiences. It's going to be your wisdom leveling up. You know, I feel like all of our experiences level us up when it comes to our wisdom. Yeah, you gain some new knowledge, you learn something new, but at the end, you're wiser. You're like, okay, I see that, not gonna do that again that way. And I feel like because this is what you're doing, maybe you don't even realize you're doing it. You're integrating your experiences, you're alchemizing them, and you're not realizing that through this alchemizing that you're doing, you're actually becoming wiser. You're learning how to deal with certain energies without running from them. You're learning how to integrate them into your experience so that it's not a negative one, it's a learning one. You're about to get a reward. I feel like this week is going to maybe put some pressure on you a little bit. Pearl, you have the pearl. So you might feel a little bit of pressure to really look at how you feel about things. But there's going to be a reward at the end. It's like at the end of it all, you're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel like, okay, I went through all that pressure so that I could see the pearl that I am and start to realize those that are not worthy to hold the pearl. Okay. This is your thing this week. Take care of yourself, the empress or the emperor in you. Love on you, do your creative work, alchemize your experiences and integrate them into your life, into wisdom. And yeah, you're going to see some blessings show up. You might already be seeing signs, but by the end of this week, I feel like it's going to be something where you're going to say, wow, I went through all of that to get this, and it was worth it. That's just something for you threes, my threes. All right. That's what I got for you guys. That was a lot this for a full moon in Cancer session and the weekly forecast. Again, if anybody wants a VIP card pull, you have to put Steam VIP in the comments. And I'll be notified if you send your $8 donation. If you want the New Year's reading, that information is also in the description, as I said. Otherwise, I will see you guys. I don't know when I'll be back live next week. I'm here every week, though, every Saturday with the weekly forecast. Okay. Unless otherwise noted. You know, sometimes I'm traveling on the road. Sometimes it's a kid's birthday. Can't do it. Also, special shout out to my twin girls. Happy birthday. They just turned 13. And happy birthday to everybody, all the New Year's babies and stuff. Let me do a double check. What's happening next week? January 10th. All right. Yeah, I'll be here next week, hopefully on time at 11 a.m. And join me on my other platforms. I'm going to be starting a free workshop soon. So, yes, join my free Facebook group. That link should be in the description as well. That would be a good idea. Afua, I got you. All right. But yeah, join a free workshop because it's going to be focused on focus, and my glass is full. It's gonna be focused on I got a brain fart now. It's gonna be focused on heart healing. I've been doing a lot of work in that direction, but I'm trying to find a way where it can be a healing process for all genders. You know, I want masculines to feel safe there as well. So I'm really stalling, trying to make it so that it could fit everybody. All right. Afua, I have you as a VIP. I don't have anyone else. If there was anybody else that sent their $8 donation in for a VIP card pull, I don't see you. So right now I only see her. So you'd have to put it in the comments so I know what's going on. Let me see. Let's get you some priestess cards too. Let's see what's going on. All right, let's get a look at the week ahead. I'm looking at my esteemed VIP Afua. If you are interested in a card pull for yourself, you know what to do at this point. If not, you can hang around, but technically the full general group session is over, and I thank you for being here. I send you so much light and love on your journey, for real. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this family of light. All righty. So, Afua, I'm going to take a look at what you need to know for this week ahead, and I will give you some oracle cards as clarity. Okay, what does Afua need to know for this week? Woo! A lot. Okay, hold on. Let's get this organized. Okay. All right, that card didn't pick back up, so we're going to take that as the first card. What does she need to know this week? Seven of Wands. Are you that person holding on, standing your ground for something that you feel like there's so much opposition against? Let's see. What could that be? All right. This week, girl, what's at the bottom? Seven of Swords. This week, there's something that you've been holding on, standing your ground. Almost feel stuck. Not stuck in it. It's an illusion. You feel stuck. Maybe someone, something is making you feel stuck. And this feeling is making you miss opportunities. Big ones for passion fulfilled. I want clarity real quick because there's something behind the scenes as well. What's the Seven of Wands? Adjustment, looking back, moving forward. Eight of Swords. Power, self-love. All right. So this does feel like a relationship. But it might not just be that, because I'm also getting work. Okay. This week you're going to find yourself really reassessing, looking back at things in the past so that you can move forward. But there are some things that you feel like you can't move forward out of. Maybe you feel stuck in a job because you feel like if you leave that job, you won't have the security to pay your bills. You might feel like you're stuck in a relationship because if you walk away, maybe you're missing an opportunity. Maybe you're miss out on this potential that you saw there. But they're telling you this week, only look back to move forward and to focus on self-love, loving on you. All right, let me see what else with this Ace of Wands we got here. Because there's a big opportunity coming your way, but you got a sword. You always got some swords there, girl. You have a sword that's sitting in the way. Knight of Swords, and he's in reverse. He's not even mentally all there. When he's coming in like this, he has some truth he wants to speak, and he's coming to speak his truth quickly, straight to the point, with wisdom. When he's coming through reverse, he could be a little bit like, yo, this is what I need to do. Like, a little argumentative, put it that way. A little sharp-tongued, a little coming in crazy, maybe feeling like they're losing you or losing something. The Six of Swords here is reverse. It's holding on to what's familiar. When it's upright, you're allowing yourself to be guided towards what's better for you. When it's reversed, you're not allowing the guidance because you're afraid. You're holding on to the shore because it's familiar. And I do feel this Knight of Swords holds on to you because of familiar energy. I'm not so much feeling like it's you. I feel like they're holding on. They're in the reverse and they're angry if they feel any movement away, anything like you're being guided away. But in the center of this week is a big opportunity that is trying to come in. But more clarity here. Abundance. Abundance and wealth wants to come in this week for you. But there's something with this situation here. Let me see. Is this work or love? Psychic ability, future vision, cognition. You kind of already know. You kind of already know what's going to happen or what has to be done this week. They're saying, listen to your intuition. You already kind of have an idea. Page of Cups. This is the love bomber. The person that's going to come in with an immature love. I love you. I like you. Whatever they got to say to keep things flowing. This person's a little immature. This Knight of Swords. They're not mature. Their love comes in an immature way. They don't really have a grasp of it. Sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, and prayer. It's like, I don't know. This is a lot. But yeah, I am getting like, this person is grateful for you. There is a gratitude there. There's a sacred gratitude, but there's something better for you. Something better wants to come in. Many meanings, misunderstandings, duality. Something else wants to come in, but I am feeling for you, Queen of Swords. You have to cut off. Right now, you need to be in your Queen of Swords energy. Be guarded, heart open, but guarded. Yeah, we do know who that is. But yeah, you have to be straight up truthful this week. No room for misunderstandings. No room for anybody not getting your meaning. Be clear. This is what it is. Okay. And that's going to be that's your best bet for this week. You're getting angelic assistance, divine guidance, and loving support. So there are ancestors or angels, whichever you believe, that are helping with this situation. But it's going to come to a head this week. Yeah, Two of Wands. Decision. Which way are you going? This is somebody that's looking towards the future and not sure if they want to stay with the past that's familiar or open up to something unfamiliar. And I do feel like you're being encouraged to choose to move forward, but it is going to be some Five of Wands energy. Could feel a little like argumentative. Your Knight of Swords may be a little argumentative this week. He's still coming through as a page, though. Page of Wands comes through as young and immature. You're a Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're a queen. You keep coming up as a queen. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. This person's not mature enough. Eight of Cups, time to walk away. Yeah. You've done enough there. Yeah, so there's an ending this week for you. That's going to be difficult. That could feel like it's impossible. It's in the way of your opportunities. Yeah. It's in the way of your opportunities. I'm seeing sensuality and then friendship. It's a need to just be in your divine feminine, but this person, friendship. Is it who we're thinking? I'm sure it is. I mean, it's so obvious. The Magician over there trying to manifest you and lock you in. Who knows? With Justice. Yeah. Married person with the Justice card here. Married person that's trying to manifest you, wants to keep you in their energy. Nah. So we already know who that is. My advice to you is to focus on opportunities that are coming in that are new. Not necessarily people, because I'm seeing the Ace of Wands, which is more like just any major opportunities right now that will call to your passions and what you feel passionate about. You're being guided at this time, and your guidance is saying love on yourself, love on you, do your creative stuff, get out of this energy of feeling like you have no choices. Like, you do have choices, you have support teams working for you, with you. Yeah. But any immature energy has to go, and I didn't see not one king show up. Just page, 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 and a knight. So yeah, you want to look for mature energy and energy that's coming towards you. I'm hearing nothing you feel like you have to go towards right now. The only thing you should be going towards is your creative endeavors, your job, your career, your dreams and goals. Don't go towards any relationships. Let them come to you. What's meant for you, I keep hearing, is coming in. I don't know. I'm nosy. Let me see what is Porsche guy even in the runnings. Nobody knows what we're talking about. Let's see. Show me him real quick. Stomach shut up. Let's see. 3, 4, 5. He could be. At least he came through as a king, but he's reversed. Emotionally unavailable. I think we discovered that too. The Porsche guy you were questioning, he's emotionally unavailable at this time. He's focused too much on past disappointments, whether he admits it or not. He is. 7 of Cups reverse. Has a lot of options. Might feel like you have a lot of options. The High Priestess. But he sees you as a mystery. You're mysterious. You intrigue his, like, I want to know more about her. So there is a 2 of Cups here. This person could be a match for you, but they got to get together emotionally. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing right now. This person, maybe they popped into my head because they're going to resurface or something this week. But I am seeing that they find you intriguing and mysterious, but there is a hesitancy because they are emotionally really unavailable to be in a I love you and have love. They can have care right now. That's where they are. Yeah, tenderness. You need true love and compassion. It can get there for this to come up. It just needs to be some tenderness, some compassion for this person's feelings. That's not even to say that they're the one. They just may be the one for now. Because all they're showing me right now is you tapping into your personal power. Yeah. Just you doing you, focusing on you. Shamanic journey. Right now, your focus is purpose. They're saying like that person that's supposed to be with you on a journey will find you. Yeah, this is your yep. This is your time to get your dreams, focus on your dreams, manifest your dreams. And while you're doing that, what is in alignment with you is going to automatically align, is what they're showing me. So yeah, that's what I got for you. I hope that resonated. I'm sending you so much light and love, girl. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. To all of you guys, Happy New Year. Happy full moon in Cancer, and enjoy feeling those emotions bubble up for you to deal with. Later, y'all.